Hi, it's Rosie. Welcome to my channel. And this week on Bumps and Babies, I wanted to talk about the observation, I guess, the news that there have been less premature babies born and breastfeeding rates have increased during the quarantine period, which I think is really, really interesting. There hasn't been any reasons why yet or observations why, but there have been some thoughts about it, and it has been obviously noteworthy. So I think this ties in a lot with postpartum planning and how we treat our postpartum period. It's something that I'm very passionate about, having experienced a postpartum which was two postpartums which were really, really hectic and in hospitals and moving back and forth, and one postpartum where I made a postpartum plan and I really made an effort to have the a resting period with my baby. So traditionally, in all cultures, once a baby's been born, the mother and the baby spend time together up to 40 days. It has been sometimes up to 6 months where they just spend time together in bed usually, or close to bed, resting, being fed, being looked after. Some places mothers will have a daily massage. There also might be special rituals done to help the mother's body close up after pregnancy. It's only been the last, I suppose, 50 or 60 years that we've lost this in our country. I'm talking UK here. It used to be called the churching, I believe, or a laying in period. And it was traditionally about 6 weeks. So the advantages of this is obviously, pregnancy and birth are really quite intense times physically for our bodies. Emotionally too, going from, in a reality, a fairly brief time of growing a baby, going through the changing of hormones, of pregnancy to birth, whatever journey that takes you, and becoming a new mum. Some people talk about it being a birthing of the mother, if you like, because your worldview changes once you're a mum. You have somebody else to look after and to nurture and to care for, but also how your attitude to your way of life, what is prioritized in your life, changes as well. I've seen a lot of myself and my friends who've had babies, particularly noticeable after their first, where they have this amazing creativity comes over them and they find a way to express that, whether that's making something, cooking, doing more creative things. And I think it just goes to show that it's almost as though becoming a mother opens different doors for you, different things that you want to explore. It might be that you change jobs or you leave your job to concentrate on just being a mother, or devoting yourself to being a mother for a few months or years. Whatever it is, there's a profound change that happens to a woman when she has a baby. And for her to have the baby and to go straight back into getting back to normal, as it were, creates huge, huge issues physically and emotionally. That was the other thing. There's been less instances of postpartum depression in this time. And so what people have theorized is that because we've been in a quarantine status, so there hasn't been any getting back to normal, there hasn't been tons of visitors coming to see the new baby, and so the mother's been left alone with her baby to rest, to recuperate, to not have to go out shopping, to not have guests over. On the whole, just generally being able to relish that time of just resting. And there's also been a theory that there's been less chance of infection because the mother's stayed at home with the baby and not been out and about in the world, there's less chance for her to pick up infections, which has reduced premature births, but also obviously been healthier for mother once she has had her baby. So I think it's opening people's eyes to things like resting and taking things a little bit more easy when you're pregnant. And I hope I haven't just gone off on a tangent here, but let's look at it pregnant wise. Less decreased premature births. So no one really knows what causes premature birth, but seeing as people have been staying at home or resting, not having to travel to work, has this time of being able to just be pregnant without having to also deal with daily life, has that had an impact? And I think it does, particularly as you come up to the end of pregnancy. A lot of people are trying to fit in as much, to work as close to their due date as possible. And there's something called zwischen, which is a period of a couple of weeks before birth where you become very introspective and very turned inwards. Your energy levels drop right down, and we think of it as nesting as well. There seems to be a lot of getting your surroundings nice. If you can allow yourself that time to do that nesting and to rest and to just be, it's going to be a lot easier for you when it comes to birth. And it's also going to mean that your body is more prepared for birth. It's naturally prepared itself. And then that means the postpartum planning and the increased rates of breastfeeding. If you're able to just be with your baby and establish breastfeeding quietly without the baby being passed around from pillar to post, and the well-meaning people who are taking the baby if it cries, or not letting a mother sit and have a cup of tea and have food without thinking about guests arriving. We've all done that, haven't we? We've all gone to see a new baby and probably imposed more than we should on a new mum. I think it's until you are a mum and been able to rest, you realise how tired it can be those first few weeks. So increased breastfeeding rates because mum and baby have done what they naturally need to do, which is just be together, have time to lay in bed and rest and get to know each other and establish a breastfeeding routine. So it's something that I'm particularly bring into my birthing programs and talk to women about, is thinking about postpartum. Think about what you need postpartum, not just the rest, but good nutrition, body work, massage. There's a beautiful technique called closing the bones, which involves being rocked with rebozos, long pieces of cloth, and wrapped, lots of good baths, and a chance for your body to heal, because after all, you've got a wound. The wound from the placenta coming away from the uterine wall is a big wound, and any other time when you've got a wound and you're bleeding, you would be told to rest and recuperate, not to get on with it. Same as this, if you've had a cesarean, you've undergone a major operation, you need to stop and rest and give yourself time. So I think that's been a really interesting observation. I think it further reminds us what we're missing as women shortly before but especially after we've had a baby. And that it's time to start to look back and reclaim those postpartum traditions that we used to have, our grandparents and great-grandparents would have had. And that does involve a bit of planning. You've got to think about food and telling people not to come round, which can be easier said than done. But I'd love to know, did you have a postpartum period? Did you look at having a rest time? Did it make a difference? Do you have a previous birth where you didn't have that rest time and you could compare the differences? Or maybe your birth's coming up and you've heard a bit about postpartum planning, and you are you're gonna make sure that you do have a postpartum plan in mind. Or maybe you hadn't even thought about it, and hopefully this will make you have a think and and maybe at least give yourself a couple of weeks rest once your baby is here. All right, well, take care. I'll speak to you soon. Bye bye.